on? Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Work in the garden. Time to do some things, move into the next phase. Time to work in the sunshine, folks. Get out and get busy. Stay busy, stay focused. And if you can't find the sunshine right now, then you need to be the light. Let's show you what we're doing today. Let's stay focused and stay positive. Let's do it. Okay, folks, so I'm out in the garden this morning and we've been working on a lot of things. I want to show you what's going on with my tomatoes right now. As you can see, for those of you that till, it's getting close to time to run the tiller through to keep the weeds down. Don't have a top yet, but that's okay. Now I have put a mulch down around my tomatoes. Today I'm tending to the pieces of each plant and see how they're growing and showing you what you need to take off at this point. So you can see how dry it is. I've gone ahead and I went around the base of my tomatoes and I used the rest of that last batch of mix that I showed you a couple of videos ago. However, I made sure to put in extra Tums. I took Tums this time and grinded them up. It only takes about a minute to do that, okay? And then I put in some extra Epsom salt. Guys, I'm telling you, when you plant your tomatoes, at a minimum, please put in some type of calcium source, whether it's an egg shells, or take those Tums or dry milk, you know, whatever. Get some calcium in there so you don't have blossom end rot. And then I also put in extra Epsom salt, but I have lime, Epsom salt, a calcium source, bone meal, and something else. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so you can see my plants are doing really well. So I planted that down in there, but I've gone around. You can see right here, look, there, tum, ta, tum, tum, tum. There's a big old fat piece of Tum right there. Of Tums, that's your calcium carbonate. I just put that around there, okay? So when I water and it rains, it's just gonna keep going on down to the root. Okay, but look here, do you see all this? We got to get that off of there, folks. We cannot have that. What is this right here? Is this my Cherokee purples? Look, sure is. All right, time to tend to them. Okay, so this is a little bit difficult for me to see holding the camera, but I am going to get my snips here. They're a little big, but they'll work. Folks, this is too much on the bottom, okay? Because, do you see that? I just took that off. You want to get this stuff that is touching the bottom or that's growing towards the ground. Do you see that? It's growing down towards the ground. You got to get that up. Now, like I said before, we do not have an issue right now with blight, but we don't want that problem. See this right here? I know, guys, my camera's wonky. Get these leaves off, okay? Get that off of there. Got a little bit of shadow. See that right there? Now I'm gonna come around here. Some people choose to keep all this. You know, you do whatever works best for you, doll baby. I don't really care, but, you know, I don't want all this down here because it just becomes problematic. Now, look here. You want to make sure that if you also, as the plants are growing, depending on whether it's a cattle panel or whether it's a stand, whatever you've got, as it continues to grow, so you need to do this right now once or twice a week. Come out in the evenings and check. It is time to start pulling. Look at this. I've got to start pulling my plant through. Do you see this? I've got to pull it. It's going to give it strength. But if you wait and these pieces get really big and really thick and they're growing out this way and growing out that way, you're going to break them. Right now they're young and growing and tender, and you can absolutely make sure that this plant, as it's growing, this tomato plant, is really nice and confined within your stand. You have to be consistent and check them a lot right now. They're growing. This is not touching the ground right now. Do you see this? I pulled this up as I showed you, but it's growing straight down. I do not want that, folks. So I'm going to eliminate that problem. You've got to eliminate the problem before it starts. Now see, you can see the same thing down here. I'm at the end, and these are my cherry tomatoes. Now look, the stem is getting a little bit thick, and it's growing outside. Do you see that? You do not want that. So right now is the time, just little by little, you know, just gently pull her through Right now, if you wait even a few more days, you're gonna have to start tying it up or using my clips that I love. Look at that pretty little flower. Look at that baby right there. Look at that. There she is. Is that not beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I've done a few more and I wanted to show you this one. Each plant, in my personal opinion, is a complete separate judgment call. How you treat this plant at this moment, at this stage, is not necessarily what you will have done to that one or need to, or that one. Now, I gotta look at it. Let's look at it together. Now, everybody has a difference of opinion. Some people like to keep the suckers on there till the end of time. I don't. Okay, just so you know, it is a little difficult for me to see what's going on with the camera because of the lighting, but we're gonna get this done this morning. We have to. Okay, I'm coming in, taking that off. I can already see some of these pieces are growing too much down to the ground. They're getting all funky town down to the ground, and I don't want that, okay? I'm coming in here at the bottom. I'm gonna take that off. See, once you start taking off some of these extra leaf pieces, can you see that? Then you can see a little bit better. Now, I have an issue at the top. Do you see this? See how the main base has gone up? And look, it's outside of the stand. That's no good. I gotta fix that. All right, here we have a sucker. I don't want that many. I'm taking it, just pinch it off. Why do you pinch the suckers off? You see that was a main stem there. Here's the what I call my main branch. This was right in between. Took it off. There's another one. Sorry, taking them off because I don't want them pulling energy. This one could be debatable, depends on how it grows. Although I have this one right here, I might keep it. So what I'm doing right now is taking the time. Come here, let me just pinch it right there. I'm taking off these bottom pieces, folks. I really want my plant to concentrate right now and have the energy of growing up. So I don't want weight at the bottom. I don't want leaves coming down at the bottom. It's just too heavy, number one, and number two, it'll pull down, and number three, blight if that were to ever surface as a problem. Okay, so you can see I've got an issue, and I'm gonna have to tend to it, and I'm trying to do it one-handed. I don't want this outside over here. I want it pulled through here. So I'm going to have to snip this. You might not have, but I'm going to because it's gonna make it easier to pull it through. So this one is already in, okay? This one is already in. Okay, I'm going to have to bend this. Come over here to this is coming up. Just gently pull it through, sister. Come on, baby doll. Come on, honey. All right, bye-bye. Mercy, have mercy. All right, now look at that. So I took some ends off, and I've been able to pull it up. Now look here. No, sister. Bye. Come on down. The price is right. Anything that I think that is, especially at an early phase, is really starting to shoot downward. I'll pull that up. See? I'm gonna pull that up right there. Then I'm taking it off. So you can see right here, we've got all kinds of hot mess going on, okay? Too much at the bottom. Not pulled up in the stand. You've got thickness growing. It looks like a little jungle in here. That's no. So we've got suckers growing. So all of these things need to be tended. You must keep them streamlined. You must keep good air circulation. You got to get the suckers off because that's sucking away the strength of the plant growing properly. You might want to keep a couple here and there later on. That's up to you. But right now, we're trying to really help continue the strength of the main plant, staying strong, clear, and within the confinements so it stays strong as it's growing. But you got to get those leaves off, people. Got to. Let's go. Alrighty, so I want to show you this. So I've trimmed it up and I've pulled it up. Now look here, I've got a leaf. I don't like that leaf. Anytime you see leaves that might have been burnt or anything, take them off. Take them off. Okay. Now look right down here. Oh, look, I've already got a tomato starting right back there. See that? Little flower. There's a sucker. Now I don't have anything else competing with it. It's not too low to the ground. It's got a nice base. So I've kept that one for now. I'm going to see what it does. You just have to judge each plant individually and make a decision based upon what you think at that time is best for it to make sure that it continues to grow in a really healthy form. All right, guys. Woo! Time to take a break. Time to clean up and take a break, and then come back and plant those sweet potatoes I've been promising. So just remember, once you get that garden in and get it established, continue to go back and check step by step. Get those plants really strong on the base. Oh, let me show you my clips. I promised you that. Let me take you in. I'll show you my garden clips because I'm telling you, you need them. Let's go. Okay, I promised you I would show you these garden clips. I got a new bag this year. I think they're $15. I'm going to put a link, or the best link to these for the best price for you. But what they are, if you haven't seen them, I've used them for years, are these little clips like this, and they're plastic. You can see right here, you can see right there, they're plastic. And they just snap, okay? So it's very simple. So what it does is it allows you to hold a branch, a leafing stem, the vine, whatever you're working with. It allows it to adhere and to be clung to, like your tomato stakes or your cattle panels or whatever. I've used these with peas, tons of peas. Peas, cucumbers, pole beans, and my tomatoes, anything that's kind of vinery or needs a little bit of help. The good thing about this is it doesn't cut into the plant. So if you, depending on what you use, some folks use cut up t-shirts, some folks use like certain types of twine or whatever. It just depends. But sometimes those, if the plant continues to grow, it can really cut into them. So this does the job. I've never had that problem. So check these out. I'll link it below. All right, guys, we appreciate you watching. It's getting hot in here. Guys, stay busy in the garden. Stay busy in the pantry. Stay positive. We love you. Thanks for watching. We have a ton of videos coming your way. We'll see you on the next one.